If you were thinking of a title for a video game that could draw in a crowd, would you settle for zombie shooter? First of all, I don't think a zombie game made by a Russian indie development team in the late 2000s is going to seem very attractive to anyone, especially since that was during a time when media started going crazy for anything zombie related. I think I downloaded this game years ago because I found an article that said it had Diablo 2 style graphics. I mean, it's 2D and isometric, so it's got that right. It's definitely been a long time since I played Diablo 2, but I think this game might be a slight upgrade graphically, especially with the lighting effects. I think this is called bump mapping, where the background terrain is pre-rendered, and really this lighting effect with the flashlight is just an optical illusion. I guess the article that I read years ago forgot to mention that this is a dual-stick shooter instead of a genuine ARPG. Anyway, you start the game with a choice of playing as a man or a woman. They have different stats, so it matters slightly. The woman is faster and more accurate, while the man has more health and strength. Strength just means you can carry more ammo. This doesn't matter too much since there is an RPG mechanic where you can upgrade your stats. Usually there's just enough experience in a level to get 2 skill points to spend. I should also mention that there's a strange bug in my recording. My mouse isn't glued to the top left corner of the screen. There was no option for 1080p, and my recording software just recorded my mouse where it was relative to 1080p. It played correctly, and I wasn't aware of this bug until I reviewed the footage later. The real question is, why are you staring at my mouse when you could be staring at all the violence on the screen? The hordes of zombies get huge, and this isn't even as big as it gets. I'm just standing here casually mowing down a stream of zombies and uh-oh, there's a bunch of zombies spawning behind me. These guys are a bit slow and non-threatening, but it'll get harder, don't worry. I won't be able to keep off the hordes with just the pistols. Until then, we can appreciate the gore as I blindly shoot into this room. These zombies can also shoot back. Check these guys out. You have to kill them twice, in a sense, I guess. They turn into something straight out of Resident Evil with those tentacles. You can see the pathing isn't the best on these guys. Sometimes all they'll do is spin around in circles and be completely unaware that you're standing right next to them. If anything, I wish that you could shoot through windows. Seriously, it's like one of the necessary musts of a zombie shooter. I just want to use what little cover I have, man. Some of you might actually play this game and wonder how many zombie enemies there are in this game. I could point them out in the video, but I don't think they're all zombies. Just look at these guys. If the zombie invasion started and this guy started walking down your street, would you call him a zombie? I don't think this would be the first thing going through my head, especially with his cousin that shoots guided missiles. These aren't level bosses either, they get mixed in with the regular hordes too. Then again, I'm pretty sure the tank from Left 4 Dead isn't exactly the most zombie-looking zombie out there. For the sake of comparison, the first Left 4 Dead came out almost a full year after Zombie Shooter in 2008. I know it's a little lame comparing the two, but I probably threw off your perception of time with that whole Diablo 2 graphics thing from earlier. Back to the actual game. I started noticing while editing the videos, the way I'm clearing some of the hallways reminds me of those time-lapse videos of power washing. It's so relaxing, you just want to kick back, relax, and wash the blood off of, well, everything. At least until the hordes get so large that I can't move forward, or I start slowly backing myself into a corner. Wait, I'm stuck. How did I get stuck? I can't get out. Why? Minigun should actually be pronounced fun. The rooms get filled with viscera a lot faster with this bad boy. And even faster with the plasma minigun. This thing clears rooms. Also, this room in particular fills with dead bodies. The start of the level isn't too bad, but there are so many spawns in just this room alone. They completely cover the floor, and my character is up to her knees in dead bodies. Seriously, the floor is nothing but dead bodies at this point. What I find weird about this game, though, is that the best enemy is saved for the last levels. This dude's scream is hilarious. I'm glad the rooms fill with random screams thanks to the plasma minigun, but I'd love it if they showed up earlier. There's also 2 different horde modes for when you finally beat the campaign. It doesn't take long, it took me less than 2 hours, and that's including the time I spent playing the horde modes. I didn't get too far in them either. The regular on-foot horde mode reminded me of a Final Fantasy XIII analysis that said that the game would have been more fun if there were breaks in the action instead of just constant waves of enemies. Seriously, in this horde mode, it's just wave after wave after wave, no pause in between. Zombies will randomly drop pickups. They're either new weapons or upgrades for the existing ones you already have. They even rarely drop upgrades to skills. Either way, I think this would have been so much better if there was just a break and said you could purchase this, that, or the other thing from what you did. I'd like it so much better. The turret horde mode is just a floor painting simulator. The turret is stationary, obviously, and just rotates around a pivot. It has unlimited ammo and it can deal with most zombies relatively quickly, but you're probably not going to keep up with them for very long. At least by the end, the room was completely red with the blood of my enemies.